The Genesis 6 narrative states that the Nephilim are on the earth in those days and also afterwards. If that's true, can we find evidence that corroborates this? I'm L.A. Marzulli. Join me as we go on the trail of a Nephilim. There is a hidden history that has been deliberately obfuscated from the peoples of the world, and that's why I am on the trail of a Nephilim. We are in Cusco, Peru. There's a shot of it. Take a look at the stones. When you look at those, think to yourself that you just might be looking at the vestiges, the fingerprints of the supernatural. Can we do this in modernity? Don't think so. And yet in Cusco, it's everywhere. The vestiges of it, the remains of it, like in Sacsayhuaman with 140-ton stones. How did they quarry them? How did they move them? More importantly, how did they connect them? We'll get into that and so much more after a word from our sponsor, my Patriot Supply. Global problems are having local consequences, too many of them. Take food shortages, for instance. Supply chains can break down at any moment, as we've all learned the hard way, and we've seen it. We're experiencing it in real time right now. That means now is the time to get yourself some emergency food from our good friends at My Patriot Supply. They're America's largest preparedness company with millions of happy, well-prepared customers. Let me just stop right there, folks. We've got cans in Oklahoma. We've got cans out here in an undisclosed location somewhere deep in the heart of the Santa Monica Mountains. So we love their product. It's great, and we're stocked up. My Patriot Supply food lasts for up to 25 years in storage. It's an insurance policy that you can eat. When you need it, it will be there. Act now and save $50 on a handy 4-week emergency food kit. The kit provides breakfast, lunch, dinner, drinks, and snacks, totaling over 2,000 calories a day. Every person in your family should have one of these. Go to my special website, preparewithla.com, and save $50 on each 4-week food kit you purchase today. That's preparewithla.com. Those who know what's coming are using today to prepare. Once again, preparewithla.com. Here's a shot of the Corykancha, and I'll just run it to you really quickly so you can see what it looks like.
All pieces on that you're looking now, that you just got here from Sacsayhuaman.
And I'm going to, let me just stop it right there for a second.
All pieces.
We talked about this a little bit last week, but I want to drill into it here. What you're looking at when you see this, what the conquistadors would do all throughout South America, they would find a site like this that was highly charged. They would look at it and they would come in and burn any type of codexes, books, whatever, and they would build churches on top of these ancient sites. That's what they did over and over and over again. So if you go to Mexico City, one of the churches actually built on top of a pyramid. It's just unbelievable. So here's the Corykancha, and what we're interested in is what the Spanish left. So we're going to show you 2 clips. They go by very quickly, and you are looking at some sort of a machine from antiquity. No one has any idea of how this thing was put together or what it did, but there's something else going on here. On the other side of that doorway is a very pristine room. Now, there's a lot of conjecture. Is it some sort of a machine which opens up a gateway, a portal, which, of course, it won't do that anymore because the pieces are no longer there. So let me show you the clip, and then we'll get into it. Right here. First of all, look at the holes. Look at the very top, and look at these lines. There are holes there with grooves. It seems like this thing was created to do something. What that is, we don't know. Stop right here. Look at this part. Look at this. You can see my cursor. What are we looking at? Why these holes? Why these these slanted, and notice they're one basically goes up, the other one goes down. It's almost like something was created to move in there. Now, I realize that's conjecture. You'll also notice right here where part of it is blown out or chipped away. Let's continue. And you can see all the way down, there's like these very pristine grooves and holes. And, you know, when we were there and look at this thing, first of all, it's behind plexiglass, so you can't go touch it or do anything. No one has any idea what this thing really did in antiquity. Here's the second shot of it. And again, I'll run it to you again because it goes by really quick. Let's stop here. Now, some of these holes have been chipped away, but you can see that it's almost like something moved in and out, or, you know, it's all conjecture, we don't know. The bottom line is this. In my opinion, if the Inca didn't do this, and I don't believe the Inca had anything to do with this at all, what are we looking at? Who created it? And whoever did, took the machinery, the tools that created this doorway with them. Was it some sort of a machine which would open up a gateway or a portal? I don't know. I mean, that's total conjecture on my part. But we don't know what it was for. And on the other side of this, again, and I'll show you this probably tomorrow, is a very pristine room. One of the most, it's elegant. And yet we see the same type of ashlar construction. There's no mortar. The stones fit together perfectly. Was it some sort of a sound chamber? Again, that's conjecture. A lot of people go there, look at it, and wonder, just like I did. So the bottom line is we don't know what this room was used for. A lot of speculation. But certainly it's not to, you know, grind corn or anything like that. We're not looking at that. There's something else going on here. It's technology that is hidden from us today, and yet we know that the vestiges of it, thousands of years old, still remain at the Corykancha in Cusco, Peru. So, interested in this? I know I am. That's why I'm on the trail. Folks, you can go to streaming.lamarzulli.net, streaming.lamarzulli.net, order all 7 of them. You can also go to our Watchmen series. All our films are right on streaming. If you want the hard copy, got to go to the website, lamarzulli.net. So I will be at the Eyes to See conference here, the Watchmen, in Dallas, Texas, March 17th to the 20th. Hope to see you there, folks. What are you waiting for? Texas has no COVID passports, no COVID restrictions. The thing is over, in my opinion. It really is. And in March, it'll be way down. Please consider coming. Use promo code LA20. LA20 gets $20 off on the deal. Folks, hearethewatchmen.com. That's hearethewatchmen.com. I will be there speaking about the Nephilim, of course, and of course the burgeoning UFO phenomenon, which, Mr. Segway, brings us to this. So this came to me from a person right here in Oklahoma City, which is where I am now. No, I'm not an alien from outer space. I am a demonic fallen angel. I am not extraterrestrial. I am interdimensional. No, I don't come in peace. I come in the name of Hasatan, or Satan, and my purpose is to deceive, harm, and destroy you. This is the coming great deception. In our film, our UFO film, which by the way is free, and if you open up a text box right below the video here, you will see free UFO film. We've had lots of hits there. You need to watch that film. It's that important. Why? Let's go back to this slide. Because this is the coming great deception. He is part of the coming great deception of a Luciferian endgame. It will change everything. I've been banging this drum, folks, for over 30 years, warning of what is coming. Now it's here. Your government has stated on the record that UAPs, UFOs are real. What are you going to do with that information? Watch the free film. I am working on part 2, going to try to get this thing out in the next couple of weeks. It will be free. Part 3, 4, and 5 will not be free, just so you know. Anyway, folks, that's all the time I have for. Thanks so much for watching On the Trail of the Nephilim. Remember, we'll see you on the air or in the air.
My name is is Alan Matthews. I've seen a UFO.
I've seen a UFO.
And I saw a UFO.
A UFO.